save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, yeah. And you're doing awesome too. I hope you are. I hope you're having a great, beautiful, wonderful day. Whether it's rainy where you are, whether it's sunshine, it be shining on your head. I hope you're having a great day because you're not dead. Look at that. I'm like a rapper. I just rapped that all out there. I have a story and I have a record unboxing today. Yes, listen, I'm a man who does not own a record player and now owns probably about 300, 400 records. Yes, I started collecting. Listen, behind the scenes, I didn't tell you. Behind the scenes, or maybe I did tell you. Maybe you kind of catching a little bit of a maybe you're starting to catch on a little bit that when it comes to collecting, listen, the boundaries are not there. Okay, the boundaries are not there. When I started collecting my Taylor Swift CDs, I was like, the CDs, I finished them, and I was like, whoa, I want the records. I want the records because, to me, so what is in this box right now is not just a record to listen to for music. Okay, and just hear me out here. What is in here is art. Okay, art. Is that right? Sometimes you guys give me a hard time my Boston accent. Art. Yes, art. The covers of CDs and movies, and they're beautiful. I mean, that's why people buy posters to hang them on their wall, because some of the art is beautiful. You think of like an old Led Zeppelin album cover or whatever, or you think of an old Beatles cover, or you think of like a old anything, whatever your favorite artist is. More than likely, their album covers are beautiful. So to display the CDs is okay, but to display the records like as like a art piece, they actually have frames at Walmart. You can buy frames for them, and they press right in perfectly, and they don't harm the record in any way, shape, or form. And you could put them up on your walls as art. So to me, this stuff is art. And on top of that, it's also very collectible. Okay, right now, records are very hot, very, very hot. So to me, I'm like, I got to go a little bit with the times, and I'm gonna start collecting the records, because right now records are worth a lot more than CDs. And granted, I have a CD collection that's worth a ton, but the records are definitely going up there because a lot of them are limited. This thing popped up, and it started a whole chain reaction. Now, I've already done a video on this particular artist, and it's somewhere down there. Go to my old videos, check it out. I'll put the little picture of whatever the heck it was over there. I might have did a short or whatever just on my collection of just not the vinyls of her CD collection, because I own everything on CD. But this was special. Let's open it up, because this is actually my first record unboxing, and there's a reason why I want to do my record unboxing. The reason why I chose this one to be my first one of unboxing, or like anything, you know what I mean? As far as how do I open this thing? Wait a minute. That's the only other problem about record unboxings is depending on who you buy it from, how they seal it is a little, and I want to keep this thing high enough, because I do get some people that say, we want to actually see you unbox it, but if you do it too low, we can't see because you crop it. I crop it out because I got a little bit of a weight problem, and I don't want, I'm like Elvis. You see me from the waist up. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need anybody to get overly excited. So I keep everything from the waist up. So let's see here. Wow, some people get it, some people don't get it. This guy obviously did not get it. These things literally have like a perforated opening thing, so you can just kind of crack them open that way. And they're like glue sealed, but this guy went a little bit above and beyond here with the tape here. Okay, so let's see. I think I almost got it. Yeah, okay. Got a corner. And all right, we're open. And I am actually going to open this thing up because I know what it is, and I want to show you why I bought it. And it is a copy of the brand new Miley Cyrus record. Yes, of her, is it Beautiful, Beautiful, Something Beautiful. Yeah, I knew it was Beautiful Something. Something Beautiful. Her Something Beautiful record. Now, the only reason why I'm going to open this up is because there's something special inside. Yeah, and I already own this on record. I'm a little bit of a Miley / Hannah Montana fan, if you didn't know, they're the same person. And I saw this on eBay, and it triggered a Miley Cyrus collecting frenzy of some sort. So let me see if I can do this without, because what would be cool is if I can get to what I need to get to without having to actually slide the whole thing out of the, because it is a 2-record set, but what I want hopefully is going to be like right up front. Let's see here. What do I got here? I'm going to put this down here. So this is the, okay, good. I think it is. So this is the booklet, and I'm gonna scan through the booklet here because I'm gonna show you why I bought this. Let me put this over to the side here first for a second. I'm excited. You have no idea why I'm excited, but this is the booklet. And on top of that, I want you to picture this in CD form. I'm getting a little older, okay, and I hate to admit it, I'm getting a little bit blind, okay? So reading lyrics is almost impossible in the CDs for me right now. And I refuse to go buy them damn reading glasses so I look like Vavo on the couch on a Saturday afternoon crocheting, okay? I refuse. So, the records are actually kind of cool for that whole, if you are going blind, okay? So they're good for the blind, people going blind. Because I pretty much legally, before I had my eye surgery, I was legally blind. And I had these glasses, Coke bottle glasses and everything. And it was a pain in the neck. So like I said, I went and got eye surgery to correct my vision. And the doctor told me right away, he goes, listen, if I correct your seeing far away, it's going to affect your seeing up close. And I was like, that's worth a chance. You know, that's worth me giving up. So yeah, I can still read stuff, but usually sometimes you'll see me and I'm like a little bit over here, or I'm like look down. I'm trying to look as cool as possible for you, but it's a battle. And this is the reason why I bought it. Coming from Miley, so excuse me for sorry. This was not purchased from eBay. This was purchased from Miley's website. Okay, and the reason why I bought it is because I knew it to be real because it came from Miley's website, and it comes with the autographed insert. Look at that. There it is. And I've done research on this stuff, and I want to tell you, I was a little concerned at first because I have a lot of, I have now 3 Taylor Swift autographs. And I have a Sabrina Carpenter, Meghan Trainor. I have quite a few autographs, but as far as like they sign the records or they sign the CDs or they sign whatever, I was a little worried. I'm like, how these people worth like Taylor Swift's worth $1 billion or so many billions of dollars. Is she actually sitting there signing each one of these individual things? Are we auto penning? Are we auto penning like the president or the former president or whatever? You know, are we auto penning? Are we doing that stuff there? I understand if, like, as a kid, I remember I was so excited to get a autographed picture of Soleil Moon Frye, Punky Brewster. I was a big Punky Brewster. I was little and I had a crush on Punky Brewster. Okay, so I sent her a letter and I got this picture in the mail. And it was a black and white picture of Soleil Moon Frye, and it was signed Soleil Moon Frye, love Punky Brewster. And I worshipped that picture. I was like, oh my gosh, he took the time to sign after me. Then after years of finding out, you find out that it's auto-penned. You know, people, it's just like, some people, like, you know, you not gonna expect the President of the United States to sign every single little kid's letter. And I'm sure he gets flooded with letters every single day. You know what I mean? Not just any president or any, like, major person that's in the limelight, you know what I mean? But especially somebody that's like running the United States, you know what I mean? I can't expect them to be like signing little Billy from school number 7 because the whole class decided to write him a letter, you know, and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sign this. I can't see him doing it. You got better things to do. So I understand that. But when it comes to our celebrities that we put a lot of money and time into, I kind of do expect them to actually sit down and sign the things individually. And what's cool about these, when you get them in, they're signed in different things. This one's signed actually in a silver Sharpie. And if you look at it, you could actually tell from the side. I don't know how well the camera picks this up, but you could tell that that's authentic silver Sharpie. That is not a auto pen. That is not somebody that, you know, and they are all signed differently. Like she might sign, like I've seen some of them on eBay that the signatures over here. Some of the signatures are over here. Some of the signatures are over here. So they're not all the same. You would think that with an auto pen, it's pretty much just, I used to work in the printing industry, so pretty much they take the papers and they stack them up, you know, just the photographs like this, and then all of a sudden you put them in a thing and it feeds the pictures in, and the auto pen, you know, it just keeps going, and it shoots these things out like nothing. So you could produce probably like 1,000 of these things in maybe about 10 minutes, you know what I mean, or 20 minutes. This is different. So yeah, if you, and that's another thing. Big disclaimer here. If you are, that's why right away I was like, I bought this from eBay. No, I didn't buy this from eBay. I bought this from a website. Big disclaimer: do not buy autographs that are not JSA, PSA, or Beckett authorized, that have not gone through them, don't have the certificate of authenticity, don't have the little thing in the corner from eBay unless they have that. Because more than likely, Some people just bought this regular album, you know, from a Target or whatever, and put a little cut in it and signed them themselves, and then I passed them off as the real deal. I have a slip on this thing, as far as a computerized slip or whatever that I can bring up and I can show, like, you know, I purchased this from the Miley Cyrus shop on this time or whatever, limited to so many, signed by Miley, and I could prove it. I like that. You know, if I'm not gonna get a certificate of authenticity or a JSA, PSA, or a Beckett, or a any of that kind of stuff, I'm satisfied with the website saying that it's authentic, because to me that's kind of like my authorization, authentication, my authentication. And I do know it to be true too, because I did send out one of my Taylor Swift CDs that was signed, because she just like sent them out to random stores, and I just wanted to make sure that these things were authentic, you know, that they weren't being auto penned, because there's a lot of them. And I did send it out to JSA. I believe it was JSA. And it did cost me a little bit, you know, not much. I believe it was like $40 or whatever it was. I mean, they did put it on a slab, you know, and they did number it and everything. And so to me, it was worth it. I probably wouldn't do it again, yeah, only because it's $40. And now that I kind of know that it is authentic, and they guaranteed it as authentic, and more than likely, if I was to send this thing and have this thing slabbed and whatever, it would probably cost a lot more because of the size, and I really can't afford that. So I'm going to put this back inside the record, and I'm going to put a bag over the record to protect the record and protect the autograph and to protect everything. And yeah, that's what I purchased. I'm a little excited. I'm excited because but like I said, I saw this thing, and I actually got an email saying Miley Cyrus' new album's coming out, and she has so many limited editions or whatever. I'm part of all of the Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift and Megan Trainor and Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm part of their like not fan club, but I go on their website and I'm like, I want notifications when something new comes out. Like I knew when Sabrina Carpenter's new single was coming out, because I got a notification the day before, and then because if not, you're gonna miss out on it, because the flippers are gonna buy you. There's not a limit on how many you could purchase on the website, which that kind of sucks, because I have purchased on the secondary market from flippers, but they show me that purchase thing that they from the website, from for example Taylor Swift's, and I'm like had to do with the Lover Heart Shaped albums, and they had purchased like 8 of them or 9 of them or whatever it was, and I was like, you know, I'm paying now $70 something for something that I could have paid $40 for, because this guy had the opportunity to get online on that time. At the time I was working, I missed out on it. Yeah, so, you know, I have a hard time with the flippers. I have a hard time with eBay, because you don't know if you're getting what real or fake anymore. You don't know. And there's so many dishonest people out there. I mean, it's so easy to go buy a $30 record and turn it into a $100 record. Like right now, this thing right now selling on eBay is I believe it's going for, you can get one right now for like $90. Factory sealed. Which is another thing. If you're buying it for $90 and it's factory sealed, how do you know the autograph's even in there? You know what I mean? And on top of that, you know, $90 as opposed to $35 on the website when it first came out. That's a little bit of a little price gouging there going on there. You know what I mean? Especially if you ordered 5 of them or 6 of them. That dealer is making a pretty good profit on you. So yeah, if you have a favorite musical artist, I promise you they have a website. If they have a website, they have a store. If they have a store, you can sign up to be notified if they have something new coming out. Check your emails every morning like I do. First thing I do again when I get up in the morning, I check my bills, I check my bank account, and I check my emails. And I go through every single thing and I get rid of them, because that little light, my OCD, drives me crazy. And if I get a notification that one of these artists is releasing something new that I need to get my hands on, then I gotta strike while the iron is hot. So if they say, okay, the new CD single or the new CD is being released on Saturday, or the autograph one is being released, and they're only gonna have 5,000 copies or 1,000 copies, and you got to be the first 1,000 to get it, you bet I'm gonna be there. But you know, there's a chance that there's a line. It's strange, because there's even a line to order stuff on the internet. They'll put you on. You're like 50th in line. I did that for concert tickets not too long ago for something, and you're 50th in line. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna get these tickets. So yeah, there is a line, and it's a challenge, and it's a thing. Even on Black Friday, they do the same thing online. You know, they'll literally have a Black Friday sale of your favorite artist. So I'm not pushing Miley Cyrus on you, and I'm not pushing Taylor Swift, and I'm not pushing anything on anybody. But if you have a favorite artist, whatever that favorite artist might be, you should go on their website and you should sign up for their newsletter, because they're going to give you the information on the new stuff that's coming out. And to be honest with you, I feel I have a lot less worry on me when I purchase something straight from the dealer. Now, from the company or from the artists themselves. That's probably why I had a problem opening up the top of that thing, because I was thinking I was buying it from a private person. But I will tell you that when you buy from the real company, they do take great care. Like, this thing came Federal Express. It did not come USPS or whatever. It came Federal Express. So it was handled nicely. It is in perfect condition. I opened it for you guys. Besides that, I probably wouldn't. Actually, I would have opened it. I would have opened it because I still have that. Like, what if they made a mistake and sent me the regular copy and I didn't get the autograph copy? Then I got something to complain about. And I'm filming it live over here, so I have proof that I'm not trying to rip them off, because some companies are like, hey, you just trying to get another free autograph copy, because some people are probably buying these things and then notifying them and saying, oh, listen, I didn't get the autograph in it. Okay, we'll just ship it back and we'll send you one with the autograph. Meanwhile, they're hanging on to that autograph that they just stole out of the record. Listen, there's some nasty people out there. Ain't me, and probably not you, okay? I tell you right now, I go to sleep at night, and even though I barely sleep, I do go to bed with a clear conscience, because I truly feel like I'm here to help you guys to understand the rights and wrongs of collecting, and how to get things that you don't know how to get, and why you should get them, and how you should get them, what the right way to get them is. I don't like to see anybody get ripped off. I had I'm trying to wrap this thing up quick, because I know my videos have been a little bit long lately, so I'm trying my best. But I had a girl on TikTok. I posted the fake and real and fake versions of the Taylor Swift CDs, and she commented to me. She's like, "Well, what if we can't afford the real one?" And I'm like, "Okay, I feel bad for you if you can't afford the real one." And I'm not telling you, like, I am kind of telling you that it's not good to buy fake stuff, because the artist does not make your money. Okay, some guy in China or some guy in Pakistan or whatever is making all of the money off of these things, okay? So really what they did is they downloaded a file, and they're printing out covers, and they're printing out discs, and they're slapping these things together for pennies, and they're charging you an outrageous amount of money. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to protect the consumer from these scams, because it's a straight up scam. And I've been scammed before, okay? I've been scammed many times, so I don't want it to happen. I know what it feels like to own a Beatles box set for over a year, and then watch a YouTuber tell me the difference between real and fake, and go, damn, I paid $100 and something and I have a fake something. And now I got to go out and find the real one. And we're here a year later. So the amount of them the price has gone up, because they're scarce. They don't make them anymore. They're out of print. And now I'm paying more than what I would have paid the day that the things came out. But I got scammed. Same thing happened with my Pink Floyd box set. It was a total fake also. It's just a thing. And I don't want you to, if you are a true collector, and what you're looking for is something that has value, something that you want to put in your collection and enhance the value of your collection, or maybe later on, maybe you can't save money like me, and your whole idea is that you're going to leave this stuff to your kids. That's my whole plan. I'm like, I can't save money, but I got all this stuff. Let them sell it. Let them do whatever they got to do with it after I pass, and let them get rich off of me. I hope they do. I hope they're able to pay off their houses, their cars, take care of their families, whatever, with all of this crap that I've been buying throughout the years, because I can't save a buck, and I spend too much. I buy too much. I enjoy collecting. It's my passion. It's my excitement. It's my thing. But I don't want to neglect them. So I'm like, this is got to be something. So in my collection, I have to have the real stuff. If you are a 15-year-old little girl and you just want to hear the songs, and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy this one off of eBay for $20 or whatever, and I just want to hear the songs, well, I guess it's okay for you, 15-year-old little girl, you know what I mean? But as an adult collector, or you guys mostly adult collectors, you want the real something. You don't want something fake. You don't want something. And why would you want to be funding this guy that's working out of his basement, or out of a rented out hotel room or whatever? Why would you want to support this guy to keep, like, pretty much slapping the artist in the face every time he sells a copy? That's the way I feel. These people, I don't know about you, but after a hard day's work, I like to get paid for my hard day's work, okay? And the same thing with the artists, okay? They're not being greedy, okay? Granted, they're making a hell of a lot more money than you'll probably ever see, or I'll ever see in my entire life, but I don't think they're being greedy to the fact that they're putting their time and effort in. This is how they make a living. If they would just give everything away from the time that they started becoming a movie star or a rock star or a whatever, they wouldn't be any better off. You know what I mean? They kind of be in the same boat as me and you and everybody is just struggling. You know, hey, God bless them. You know, if they got a talent and they're sharing that talent, we enjoy that talent. Listen, some movies and music people, we just, actors and stuff and actresses, we just love. We just actually love them. It's just a thing. There was a movie on the other night that I was watching. My son came in. I was watching Midnight Run with Robert De Niro, and my son goes, "Oh, is that Robert De Niro? Is that like Robert De Niro?" And he's trying to fit. He goes, "This Taxi Driver?" I'm like, "No, it's not. This ain't Taxi Driver Robert De Niro. This is Robert De Niro, like a little bit further on. You know, this is this is after Godfather Robert De Niro, and I'm trying to break it down for him and everything. But then I looked at him. I said, you know what? I said, Robert De Niro. I have three actors that in my eyes can say and do no wrong. Like these guys are just flawless actors. I mean, you watch a Robert De Niro movie and you're like, damn, that's Robert. There's got to be one Robert De Niro movie, Raging Bull or The Untouchables or Midnight Run, whether it be a comedy to a drama to whatever it is. There's got to be a Taxi Driver. There's got to be a Robert De Niro movie that you treasure or you have enjoyed. Okay. The other two guys I threw out were Clint Eastwood, okay, and Al Pacino. I mean, I told my son, I'm like, Al Pacino in my eyes can do no wrong. I mean, he's Scarface. I mean, he was in The Godfather. He was in like Scent of a Woman and Devil's Advocate, and this guy acts as Dog Day Afternoon. Oh man, his acting in that was Kramer. No, not Kramer versus Kramer was Dustin Hoffman. What's the other one? You're out of order. Yeah. Did I get the right one there? Yeah. No. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. These guys have been around for years, and their acting chops are just flawless. They're great. They can play anything. I mean, look at was it Pacino played it wasn't Lips Manless. It was Big Boy Caprice in Dick Tracy. I remember watching Dick Tracy for the first time. Like, holy, there is nothing that Al Pacino can't do. You know, he can play anything. He's awesome. I mean, I think he even played. Did he play a woman in one of the movies? What? No, I think I'm thinking about when he played the love interest of yeah, I am. It's the movie with Adam Sandler where he gets like a big crush on Adam Sandler's sister who's actually played by Adam Sandler. I can't think of the name of the damn movie. Anyway, you guys comment below on that. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up right now because I talk too much. And I gotta make these videos a little bit shorter because I be boring some people. And I noticed in my algorithm, I actually get notifications about my algorithm, and it says that there's actually a thing that's called a scroll off. Like it tells me how many people actually did not like you watch a certain part of my video and then you like scrolled away and gave up. I'm not saying that's everybody, because I got some loyal people that watch my videos and look forward to these videos every single week. But then you got just the regular YouTube novice just flipping through, and they're like, oh, I'd like to hear about what he got in the package today, but now he's talking on and on and on about other stuff. So I'm just going to scroll away. And that kind of hurts me in a way, because it's like, it shows YouTube that people don't care enough to watch the full whatever. So as under advisement from my new what I would like to call my management, okay, I got a person that's giving me advice on how to make these videos and what I should be doing. The video should be a little bit shorter so that I can keep you guys' attention a little bit longer. You know, I was very happy to see that my demographic went from like the younger, you know, I got the younger generation to the older generation. Now I got males and females. Where before I was like 99% male, 1% female, and I think that was the 1% was my family. I'm happy that now, since I threw some Taylor Swift in there, and because it is a passion of mine, that I am now getting younger viewers, and I'm also getting female viewers, you know, because I didn't make this channel just to help just men. I made this channel to help everyone. I want everyone not to get ripped off. I want everyone to learn how to get the things that they want to get. I mean, this world is a tough place. I mean, we work very hard for our money. A lot of you guys get up every morning, you do a 9 to 5 or whatever, at a job you absolutely hate. And you do it because you got to pay your bills and you want to buy the things that you want. I should at least figure out a way for you to be able to get them the best way you can and still be able to care for your family. And I've been doing this for many, many years. And between me and my wife being in and out of jobs and struggling and not struggling and doing it on our own, okay? We don't have like family to fall back on. It's pretty much us, you know what I mean? My mother-in-law has been extremely helpful throughout the years. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we got. I mean, my other family's like we're kind of all distanced and all over the place and everything. And I don't expect them to take care of me anyway. You know what I mean? I don't. They got their own families. They got their own kids. They got their own problems. You know what I mean? But in general, if we had to fall back on somebody, we really don't have anybody to fall back on. If we got stuck and we needed, like, let's say they were gonna foreclose on our house tomorrow, I got nobody to call. I got nobody to be like, hey, I'll help co-sign for a loan for you. I'll help you with this. I'll help you with that. They ain't gonna help me with nothing. Okay, so that's just the way it is. You know, they're looking out for themselves, and some of them I don't blame, and some of them I'm like, whatever. You are who you are, and that's the way it is. But yeah, I made this channel to help people. I don't want younger people to get scammed. I don't want older people to get scammed. I don't want men or women to get scammed. I want you guys to have a pleasant purchasing experience, and I want you to enjoy your collections. Listen, physical media is going to die out if we do not support it. And buying records and CDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs, it's going to keep it going. It's going to show, just like this algorithm on this channel, it's going to show Amazon and all these other people that we still want this stuff. If you buy a Blu-ray player just randomly, they're going to show that we still want our Blu-rays. We still want our Blu-ray players. You buy a 4K player. You are helping show them that we are not just satisfied with the streaming channels. We are not just satisfied with whatever they want to hand us. You know, I remember as a little kid, you look up at your mother or father and you say you're hungry or whatever, and you're like, what are we going to eat today? And whatever they put on the table is what you ate. That's a streaming service to me. To me, a streaming service is whatever they decide to put on the table. And you better eat it, or you get nothing. Next time, use that little as an analogy. Use that little analogy next time you're streaming something. Think about it. Next week, whatever you're watching today might not be there next week. And where is it gone? We don't know. So think about it that way. The streaming service is pretty much like your mom and dad giving you a bowl of cereal in the morning, and you're wishing you got the Captain Crunch, but instead you got the Frosted Flakes or something. Or you got the non-frosted flakes, the ones with no taste, the ones with no taste. Like I always get upset with my wife because sometimes she gets me the Cheerios, regular Cheerios, but I want the honey nut Cheerios. You know, you want the honey, you want the taste of sweetness, okay? Because the regular Cheerios, you get that stuff to babies, okay? You get the regular Cheerios to babies, okay? I'm a grown man, I want some honey on my Cheerios. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. You guys know what to do by now. I'm sick and tired of saying it. You that have been around here for a long time, you've already subscribed, you're already there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But if you haven't subscribed, this is what I do. Look back at my stuff. I've been posting for over 3 years now. I have hundreds of videos on unboxings and reviews and how to help you to get the things that you want on a caviar taste with tuna fish money. That's what I do here. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.